A warm welcome to everyone. Today we are going to see a topic from the course Python programming. So in the Python programming, we are going to deal with conditionals today. So in order to write a program, right? So in order to make a program to be useful and we have to, if we need to solve a program very effectively, we need to use some conditions, right? So we need to use some conditions, and based upon the conditions, we have to make changes in the program. So the program should run accordingly based upon the execution of the conditions, or based upon the satisfying process of the conditions. Okay, right? So here we have four different type of conditional statements. One is conditional execution, alternative execution, chained execution, and nested conditionals. Okay, so conditional execution, alternative execution, chained conditions, and nested conditions. These are the four different types of conditional statements. Okay, so these conditional statements can also be said as conditional branching statements. Okay, because we have many different type of branches, right? So if one set of condition is executed, or if one set of condition satisfies, then it will take one branch. If the condition fails, it will take another branch. Okay, so likewise the execution status will be getting changed, so it can be said as conditional branching statements. Okay, right? So in C, C++, and Java programs, we have the same conditional statements or conditional executions, right? The same statements or the same keywords you'll be using here, right? If, else, if, and else, right? So here, in case of Python programming, the else if statement is replaced by the term set to be elif. Okay, so those are same. If else are same, but in case of else if in Python programming, we are taking it as elif statement. Okay, so elif. So now we shall see each and every one by one. The first category is conditional execution, right? So this is the simplest form of the conditional statement, or it is the simplest form of decision control statement, right? So for checking a simple conditions, or for checking a simple test expression, we can go for this if statement. Okay, so but here on using this conditional execution, we can check a condition and we'll be getting only a single output. Okay, so if the condition gets satisfied to the values which you are providing, we will be getting the output. If the condition doesn't satisfy, we will not get any output. The program will get exited at that moment. Okay, right? So here the syntax is if followed by the test expression. Okay, test expression is nothing but the condition which we are going to check. Okay, at the end of the test expression, we need to provide a colon. Okay, a colon is must to specify the line of code gets completed here, or it has a continuation. Like this, we will be insisting it to the Python interpreter. Okay, so if statement or the if keyword followed by the condition, and at the end of the condition you have to provide a colon. Okay, so in the next line you have to give an indentation, and then you have to start the statement. Okay, right? Clear, right? So here you can see the syntax if followed by the test expression, and then you have to provide the colon statement, and in the next line give a indentation and then give the statements to execute. Okay, right? So here on checking the expression, right? So on checking the test expression, on checking the indentation, the result will be in the format of boolean. Okay, so if the boolean result given is true, then in this if statement or in this conditional execution, the statement will get executed. Okay, if the boolean expression given or the result is given as false, nothing will happen. The program will get exited at that moment. Clear, right? So that is a working principle of this conditional execution. So here you can see the flow chart, right? How the program or how the conditional execution will be getting executed, right? So here you can see the condition is present inside this at this position. If this condition gets satisfied, the boolean expression true will be given, and the flow will be given to the body of statement, so that the body of statement will get executed. After giving you the output, the program will get exit, or the program gets stopped. Okay, so if the test condition or the text expression or the condition is not satisfied, the boolean expression false will be triggered, and directly the program will get closed, or it will get exited at that position. Okay, right? So this is the syntax as well as the flow of this conditional execution. right? So next it is the alternative execution, right? So here we can give a condition, we can check it. So if the condition is satisfied and the Boolean expression provided is true, you will get one output. And if the Boolean expression given is false, that is if the condition fails, for that failed case also you can provide a output or you can give the statement. Okay, so that is the case of this alternative execution, right? So here we will be having two possibilities. Based upon the condition execution, you will get the possible output. Okay, so if it is true, you will be getting a set of output. If it is false, you will get the another set of output. Okay, so that is the case of this alternative execution. Then the chained condition means if you have more than two possibility to get executed. Okay, so if you have more than two possibility to get executed or to be checked, then you can go for this chained condition expression or the chained conditional statements. Okay, so in the flowchart itself you can see, right? So if the first condition is true, the body of the execute statement program will be getting executed and the program will get exited, right? So if the first test expression is false, it will be going to the next expression, right? So if it is true, body will be executed, or else it will go to the, or if it is false, it will go to the next, right? Likewise it will be going on, right? So here in this chained execution will be, you will be using elif statement, right? So if the test expression is false, it will go to the elif statement. If that is false, it will go to the next. If that is false, it will be going to the next. Likewise it will be going, right? So here based upon the statements or based upon the problem statement, you can have any number of elif statements. Okay, right? So if you used all the elif statement, finally you have to give a else statement. Okay, so finally if you have to give a else statement to close the execution. Okay, so that is the case of chained conditionals. And the final thing is nested conditionals. That is, you can use a if statement inside another if statement. Okay, one condition can be used inside another condition to get checked. Okay, so that is said to be the nested conditionals. So now we shall see a demo of these conditional statements. So here I am using a Python IDE. Okay, so IDE to execute the program. Okay, so first we shall see the conditional execution. Okay, conditional execution. Okay, so conditional execution is nothing but if statement. Conditional execution is said to be if statement, right? So first case I am taking, so here I am going to check whether the given value is greater than 18 or not. Okay, I am going to check whether the given value is 18 or not, right? So I am taking the variable set to be age equal to 15. Okay, I am going to check whether the value given is greater than 18 or not. Okay, so here the given value is 15, or else we can take it as in the format of input statement. That will be better. Okay, int, and for getting input, the statement is input. Okay, sorry, input, and here I am going to give the expression enter the age. Okay, so here symbol, I am going to check the voter's age. So like this we can keep it, right? I am going to check the voter's age here, right? So here age input I have taken, and then I am going to write the condition. Okay, so if age greater than or equal to 18, right, as told. So we have to use colon at the end. Okay, so I am using colon. So here you can see after the colon I am pressing the enter key so that an indentation is formed here, and the next statement has to be written after this indentation. Okay, so print eligible to vote. Okay, so this is the statement I am going to write, right? So here it is showing some formatting error, so we can correct it. Okay, right? So here it is saying that we don't want any parentheses or brackets for if statement. Okay, so we shall execute it now. Okay, so here you can see the process, right? So this is said to be the if statement or conditional execution. Okay, right? So now we shall execute it, right? We shall, here we shall enter the value. So I am going to give the value less than 18. Okay, 16. So here if the value is greater than or equal to 18 only, you will get the output as eligible to vote. Now we shall see, right? So here no output is given, right? Because we have given the age below 18, right? So now once again we shall run it. So now we shall give a value greater than 18. So I am entering the value as 19. So we'll be getting the output as eligible to vote, right? So here only one condition we are providing, and based upon that condition, you will be getting out, right? So if the condition gets executed, or if the result of this condition is boolean value true, you will get the output, or else you will not get the output. Okay, now we shall see the else case also. Okay, so we shall remove this if statement, and here we shall use the else. Okay, else print not eligible to vote. Okay, print not eligible to vote. ELE, not eligible to vote. Okay, so now we shall run it. Okay, so here, so if you are giving age greater than 18, you will get the result as eligible to vote. If you are giving the age less than 18, you will be getting the result as not eligible to vote, right? So now I am giving the value to be 16, so you should get the result as not eligible to vote. Here you can see, right? Not eligible to vote, right? Once again we shall run and give the value greater than 18. So I am giving the value as 45. So here you can see you are getting the value as eligible to vote. Okay, right? So this is how a conditional execution and an alternate execution will be getting executed. Now we shall see how we can do it in chained condition. Okay, so the same program, how we can do it in same condition. Okay, so using the chained condition, right? So for that we shall check another one case also. Okay, so we shall delete this. I am going to check whether it is greater than 0 or less than 0. Okay, so I need to check three possibility we can check. Okay, so whether the age is less than 0, whether it is less than 18, or whether it is greater than 18. Like this we can do a check. If age less than or less than 0, okay, if the age less than 0, print enter proper age. Okay, if age greater than or equal to 18, print eligible to vote. Else print not eligible to vote. Okay, so here it's showing some format errors. We shall correct it. Here also the second line we shall correct it. Okay, so now we shall run it. Okay, so I am entering the age -1. So here it is saying to enter the proper age. Okay, again I am going to run it. I am entering the value 16. So it is showing me not eligible to vote. Again I am going to run it with age greater than 18, eligible to vote. Okay, so this is the case how you have to write, or how you can execute a chained condition. Okay, I hope you have understood the concept of conditional execution, alternate condition, chained condition, and nested condition. Thank you.